Good morning and happy Wednesday. We are in College Fjord today. I've got it on the bridge view. I'm sitting here, I'm working, but I was working in the internet cafe and they don't do the announcements over the intercom. I realized we were pulling into College Fjord around 7 o'clock ship time this morning. I could see, I think it was Yale Glacier. I could be wrong. I think it was Yale Glacier, but we sailed right past it and then, oh wow! I just caught on the bridge view an enormous calving event. I can't hear it, of course, but I just saw the splash. But we're here at Harvard Glacier now. The ship is kind of turning. I think the ship is going to turn this way, and then I think we're going to turn around and go back the other way. Because the captain does a really good job of making sure everybody on the ship gets a good view from their balcony or wherever they are on the ship. He's doing a great job. I was working in the internet cafe. I wanted to hear what they were talking about because I didn't get to hear that the other day at Harvard Glacier. It is raining. It is cold. It is 8:17 a.m. So we've been in College Fjord about an hour. I got to see a few of the glaciers that we passed on the way in. I don't know what their names are because I couldn't hear him because they don't do the intercom everywhere on the ship. But they do it on the bridge view or on the outside decks. But if you can't understand him very well when you're on the outside deck, you can understand him a whole lot better on the bridge view in your room. So we do have a balcony. I'm not outside because it's raining. So we're going to hang out in the room and look outside. But this is nice. And I get to work with This Is My View. It's so cool. In case you were wondering, this is my view. Harvard Glacier is actually that way, but I think the ship is going to turn this way and then maybe turn all the way back around. I think that's my best guess. Also, I have my phone on the little suction cup thingy on the outside, so we'll see if we can get better view on that than we can on this camera inside. And then here's the bridge view. There is.
So I mentioned earlier that
Harvard
harbor
Glacier.
seals often use icebergs, ice bits that exist in front of these tidewater glaciers as pumping stations. They bring them up, they give birth, and bring them up for the first few weeks, teach them how to swim, and begin to forage for their own food after nursing for the first several weeks. These are more or less safe harbors against their main predator, which is the orca. So we're a little early in the season for this area to have the harbor seals up, but we may get lucky in our stop in Glacier Bay.
So we missed it because we're on the port side and the starboard side is facing the glacier, but there was a huge calving event just a little while ago, a couple minutes ago, and the water is churning. I mean, you can really see it. The ship is rocking. It must have been a great big calving event.
I was right, by the way. The ship turned that way, so the starboard passengers got to see, and now it's turning back the other way. So now, since we're on the port side, we're going to be able to see the face of the glacier. This is Harvard Glacier, and you can see it right over here. But I'm going to have a better view on my phone camera, I think, than on this one. But I'm staying inside, keeping dry and warm. That thing can sit outside in the cold and wet. Good afternoon slash almost evening. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon slash evening. We have filled out our, I'll show you the French side. We filled out our customs declaration form for Canada today. Our stateroom hostess, Marilyn, has been asking us about it for days and days. She actually gave it to us 4 days ago, and she was like, whenever you have time to get it done. I'm like, okay. Feels really early because we won't be there for a week. Yeah, next Wednesday. So we've got a whole week before we're in Victoria, which is cool. It's 4 o'clock. I worked all the way until, I think, 2 o'clock. Kind of took a nap. I took a shower for sure. My hair is still wet from my shower. But we've been resting in the room, which is nice. We are at sea. We're not in College Fjord anymore. We haven't been for hours and hours. I don't think we can even see land anymore. Let me show you. Oh, we can still see land. Hold on. So, yeah, we can still see land. Over there are some mountains, and farther over that way, there's something. But anyway, Emma's hungry. It's like a little after 4 o'clock. We've got a standing dinner reservation in the Michelangelo dining room like every night at 5 o'clock. I went by myself last night, totally fine. I think I'm gonna go again tonight, but Emma wanted to go to Alfredo's for some pizza because she doesn't know that she can wait an hour. And I think Mom's gonna go to dinner with me in the main dining room. I'm not hungry. I'm thirsty. I think I want some water. You know what sounds good? It's like lemonade. Chai latte sounds good. It's one of the hardest things for me on any cruise is like remembering to drink water, and then I go to dinner and I have like an entire pitcher full of water. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of update you. It's kind of raining. It's relaxing time at sea now. Oh, and I got big news at work today. The like really life-changing, earth-shattering news that I got last Friday. It's actually going to go into effect tomorrow. So I've been working on like this one project, and me, my whole team that I supervise, and everybody that like all of the agents that we manage in our call center, we are all moving to a different project literally tomorrow. So it's going to be a really big change for about 6 weeks minimum. Could be longer. I kind of expect it to be longer. We'll see, but it's going to be a big change. So with luck, everything will go well. Today was wild, and that's kind of why I worked like 12 hours today. It was crazy. Whatever, it's fine. But for now, I think we're gonna go check out some pizza, see what's going on in the piazza, and then head to dinner in the main dining room tonight for dinner. So I'll take you with me. So when I got here, they had already ordered me an espresso martini, and then Emma has the margarita pizza, and Mom has the pepperoni.
Oh my gosh, it is such good pizza.
Such good. Oh,
It's such good.
Such
And
good
then
pizza.
That's a lemon drop, and this is a Roy Rogers. But I'm gonna have a swig, and then yeah, I'm gonna have a swig, and I'm gonna break up some for Bubbles because she can't have carbonation. Mom came to dinner with me. Isn't that nice? We've got cantaloupe melon cocktail. I'm looking at the tomato soup. I'm thinking about fettuccine Alfredo tonight. If he says the palak paneer is not any good, if he says the palak paneer is good, then I'll get that. Soup is here. I have the tomato soup. Mom led me to believe it's going to be cold. It's not cold. It's warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. And Mom has French onion soup. That's beautiful soup.
It is pretty. And it's not hot. It's warm, but it's not scalding hot.
Does it taste
My
good at
tea
least?
was scalding hot.
Does it taste good?
It's sweet.
Dinner is here. We have fettuccine Alfredo. I was curious about this, and I was curious about the palak paneer. So we got both. And then Mom has the korma. So we'll see how it is. We had their Indian style butter shrimp the other day,
Oh my
and it was
gosh,
so good. So we wanted to try a couple of other things. And I had this on our last Princess cruise. I thought it tasted like buttered popcorn on that cruise. So we'll see. It smells really good. So we'll see what it tastes like, though. For dessert tonight, Mom and I went for the build-a-boat sundae.
Oh, wow.
And we both did the blueberry sorbet. I went with caramel syrup, and Mom went with butterscotch. Ooh. Any good?
Mm-hmm.
It is now 8:57 p.m. 8:58 p.m. It's late. You can't tell when you look outside because it looks like it's mid-afternoon in a rainstorm. It has been raining since we left College Fjord. I'm not mad about it. It's a little cold. It's a little rainy. I've not seen any wildlife today, but that's okay. Tomorrow is Thursday, and it's a sea day, and I wasn't supposed to have to work tomorrow. I'm gonna have to work tomorrow. I want to talk about working from the ship today. So Emma and I have both been working every, like, Monday through Friday on the ship. Today we were in College Fjord, which is like really close to Valdez and Whittier, so it's like close to populated areas in Alaska. Today was the first day we had any trouble at all with the internet. I was in meetings, nobody could hear me, I couldn't share my screen. I think part of the internet problem was that we were in College Fjord at 7 a.m. this morning and we left by noon. There were a lot of people in the internet cafe. There were a lot of people on the internet today, and I'm not looking at other people's screens actively, but when I'm sitting in like the back of the internet cafe, I can see that there are lots of people streaming YouTube and movies. And when I'm trying to work and I know that there's at least 3 other people on this ship aside from me trying to work, I'm not saying it's frustrating. Everybody has the right to use the internet. However, today was a frustrating experience using the internet because it didn't work the way that it has worked the last, 9 days that we've been on the ship? So tomorrow is day 10. So I guess the previous 8 days, the internet worked just fine. And I just thought it was really odd that it didn't work today, when today we're so close to land. I would think that if it's not going to work, it's going to be on a sea day when we're not near anything. So Mom's gonna join me. We're gonna talk about dinner. Don't hurt yourself falling on the bed. So I want to talk about dinner because I did not have high hopes for dinner tonight.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I wanted to go to dinner tonight because I wanted to try their Indian food. In my experience on cruise ships, the Indian food at dinner, or like if you special order Indian food, it's usually really good. Mm-hmm. And they had palak paneer and they had chicken korma on the menu as like items you could order. And they also have, like, every night they have, what do they call them, princess favorites or whatever?
Right.
So they have the same thing every night.
Certain things. There's like, what, 6 or 8 things?
They have the French onion soup every single night. They have fettuccine Alfredo every single night. And so there are certain things you can order regardless of what the dining rotation menu is.
You can order them any night.
Yeah. So I really wanted to try their Indian food, and I also really wanted to try the fettuccine Alfredo. Now, the last time we were on a princess ship was in 2023, and I had the fettuccine Alfredo, and I was really disappointed because it tasted like buttered popcorn. Now, I love movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
But
not when you're supposed to be eating fettuccine Alfredo.
It's not right to eat fettuccine Alfredo that tastes like buttered popcorn. And tonight, I was really surprised.
It was
the
really
fettuccine
good.
Alfredo was amazing.
It was really good.
I could have ordered another one and eaten it tonight.
Yeah. It was
Like, not
good.
at
It was
dinner,
so
but
good.
like right now, I could go for another bowl of fettuccine Alfredo.
It was really good. Surprisingly good. And the Indian food, again, was excellent.
Yes. Not spicy.
Now, I'm obviously not of that lineage, so I can't say if it tastes like Mom's, but
No.
it was really good.
Yeah, I think it was what I would call a people-pleasing version of that kind of food. I make butter chicken at home, and I make it spicy. Spicier than what we had tonight.
Flavorful.
Yeah. Well, and spicy. So filled with spices, but also, like, on the heat level, I would call mine, what I make at home, I would call it like a medium.
Okay. I would go for that. Yeah.
It's probably a mild to actual people from India that eat that. But for me, as a white person,
Yeah.
What I make at home is like a medium.
Yeah.
What we had on the ship tonight, the palak paneer, was most definitely mild.
Really good. Yeah.
It was
very
really
mild.
flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to expect, and when it came and it was green, and she's like, what is that?
This? Why is it? Because it's dark green.
Well, it's spinach and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's vegetarian, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really flavorful, but not spicy. And the chicken korma that she had, now I've been really hesitant to eat korma because we've had like a jarred sauce from Aldi before, and I didn't like it at all.
Not good at all.
This was amazing. So
Yeah.
Aldi
Yeah.
did me dirty with the chicken korma sauce that I bought in the jar, and now I know
Yeah. It can be better.
it can be good.
And it was really good. And the
Were they
rice was
thighs?
good.
Yeah,
it
the rice was really good.
it was
And
chicken thighs.
Yeah, what she had was dark meat chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It was really well done. So between the two of us, we had 3 entrees, and all 3 of them were winners. I would go back and I would do the entire dining
I
experience
would,
all over
yeah.
again.
I would pick any of those again.
I would skip the soup that
Yep.
we had, but I would do the palak paneer again. I would do the chicken korma again, and I would definitely do the fettuccine alfredo again.
Yeah, I've not been happy with their French onion soup, and the tomato soup was okay. It was not too sweet, which is something
She
that
has
I pick
this
on.
thing where she will take a bite of something and then tell us it's sweet, it's too sweet. She thinks a lot of things are too sweet, and a lot of times, and I'm loath to tell her this, I think a lot of times she's right. Sometimes she's really sensitive about things, like being too sweet, and I'm like, I can see where it's okay, but she will take a bite of something and say, it's too sweet, and then she won't eat it.
I wouldn't eat the French onion soup. I wouldn't
She
eat
had
it
like
tonight.
2 bites of the soup, and that was all she wanted to have because it was on the sweeter side. Now I understand the caramelized onions, they're going to be a little on the sweeter side. However, I agree that the French onion soup was too sweet.
But the other 3 dishes were great.
Mm-hmm.
They were great.
The tomato soup was fine.
Yeah. It was not too sweet.
I would give
It was
it a
good.
7 out of 10.
I would agree with that. And it didn't need salt.
No.
It was a little on the acidic side, but it's tomato soup. It's going to be a little acidic.
Yeah. I liked it because I think a lot of times tomato soup is too sweet.
Yeah, I do too.
But the palak paneer, the chicken korma, and the fettuccine alfredo were all really
Can we talk
good.
about dessert?
Okay, let's talk about dessert.
Is it raining?
Well, yeah, but
I think it
saw a
might be
great big,
sleeting.
I saw a great big white spot, and I was like, is that an iceberg? No, it's just a great big white cap.
Yeah.
It's fine.
There's a little rough seas tonight.
So dessert,
We got blueberry sorbet.
it was the build your own sundae. And I've never done that, but you pick your ice cream. We did the blueberry sorbet, and then they have a lot of different toppings to choose from. I'm a caramel girl.
So she got caramel and I got butterscotch because I thought those are the 2 that are
They're
the
so
most
similar.
yet slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think the butterscotch that I got was out of a jar or a can. I don't know that they made that.
If they told me that they made the butterscotch and the caramel on the ship, I would 100% believe them.
The caramel was as close to being burnt without being burnt.
It was like a toasted caramel sauce.
It was so
It was
good.
really like dark, and when I had my first bite, I was like, "Oh, they almost burnt this caramel."
Yeah.
But it was so good, I couldn't stop eating it.
So I got 2 scoops of the blueberry sorbet covered with the butterscotch.
And I got 2 covered in the caramel sauce, and I ate 1, and then we
Scoop.
traded.
And then we traded. So I got to have the
One of
caramel, yeah, and the blueberry or
And
caramel.
so did I.
The butterscotch. And then compare them.
Mm-hmm.
Similar, but very, very different.
Yeah. If I was going to do that over again, I would order a lemon drop martini, because I haven't talked about these either. I've been getting lemon drop martinis in the dining room, and I don't know who is making the drinks in the Michelangelo dining room on
It's
this
a
ship,
really good bartender.
but whoever is making the lemon drop martinis is rocking it. They are so good. I've had lemon drop martinis around the ship. These are the best.
Sometimes
lemon
they're
drop
just,
martinis.
They're just vodka with a lemon that walked by.
Just a whisper of lemon.
Sometimes it's lemonade and the bottle of vodka was nearby.
These are perfectly balanced. They're not too sweet, not too sour, not too much like vodka. They don't knock you on your butt in the chair at dinner,
Yeah.
but they're so good. And so I was like, if I was gonna do the dessert again, I would order another lemon drop martini, and I would get another scoop of the blueberry sorbet, just like plain by itself, and I would put the blueberry sorbet in the lemon drop martini.
That would be really yummy.
I think so too. It was a really good dining experience, and I wasn't expecting that because we've a couple nights we've skipped dinner completely. A couple nights we have been in other places for dinner, and so
Or
and
not
tonight,
on the ship.
Yeah, tonight was really important to me to go to dinner because I wanted to try their.
And our servers missed us.
Yeah, we're halfway through the cruise. What are your thoughts?
I've had a great time.
Me too. I really have.
I would do it all over again.
I would, but the next time I would tell my boss that I'm not going to work. Because the way that things are shaking out at work, this has been crazy and wild. The internet has been fast enough every day
keep up.
except today. Every day except today, I've been able to work without problems. Today, of all days, work is going crazy, and then the internet is being hogged by people that are streaming
movies, yeah.
And like I said, everybody has the same right to the internet that I do. I don't have more right to the internet because I'm working. However, it's frustrating that it happened today because I know what's going on for me at work.
Well, and I saw a fella on the elevator,
Elevator?
and he told me that he's 2 days behind in his workload because of the internet issue that he's had. And he also believes it's from people downloading and watching streaming movies.
Mm-hmm. I think it helps me that I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I'm working Eastern time hours. So I start work at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and then I will work until 11 a.m. Eastern time or 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Or today I worked until 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, if I was to do this all over again, I absolutely would. Knowing there's problems with the ship, knowing that there's a bunch of rude people that are going to step on me with their canes, knowing that it's going to be cold and rainy, I would do the whole thing all over again. I would only change, like if I could only change one thing, the only thing I would change is I would not work on this cruise.
Yeah, if you could do that.
If I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's been great.
It really
trip.
has been great. And we're halfway through.
We're not done yet.
No. So I am really pleased with this. I know there are some people who are not, and I'm sorry for them.
Yeah, they say some people got off
In Anchorage.
in Seward
Seward, and they flew
and
home.
flew home and paid the fine.
Yeah, there is a fine if you sail from like one U.S. port to another U.S. port without visiting a foreign port. I don't get it, but it's part of that law. I don't know, Maritime
some sort of
Act
rule.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
if you don't do that, you have to pay the fine. And
But
some
I
of
know
these-
people who would have been happy to have gotten on in Seward and
Yeah, I mean we've got
taken their place.
We've got somebody at home taking care of our cats and our dogs and our house. And he texted me and he's like, I was looking at flights to Anchorage. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I get it. I do.
Yeah.
Because I've been telling him how wonderful our cruise has been. And he's like, gosh, I'd love to join you.
Yeah. It's been a great trip. Really
Yeah.
has.
It really has been wonderful. So, is it perfect? No. Are we happy? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're happy.
Yeah. So, we're halfway through. Tomorrow is a sea day. And I'm excited.
Me
I have to
too.
work again. But I think after that, I'm not going to work anymore.
Yeah. I
Because
logged on
of-
a little bit today and
Did
I don't
you?
plan and I don't plan on logging in.
Good for you. Yeah. I think after tomorrow. I'm going to be done until we get home.
Yay!
Just because of the way that things are shaking out with that project. And I'm looking forward to having like an actual vacation on my vacation. And the cool part is I've still got time to have like an actual vacation on my vacation because we still have
Another week.
7 days. Tomorrow's Thursday. We have 7 days on the ship and then the day we fly home. And I think that's going to be great.
That's gonna
I'm
be
so
great,
excited. It's going to be great. So, all right.
Loving every minute of it.
Yes. And you guys will see us tomorrow in another video. Bye!